welcome to our first ever stream here from Manchester Airport in the A320 Fenix on our way down to Palma de Mallorca. I have also loaded GSX in and FSLTL Traffic, and it seems to be working at the moment. We've got a few kind of injected in here. It's interesting. Yeah, we've got another EasyJet coming in. What I have found is that I've been getting a few stutters, so the traffic here disappears and then comes back, which was quite interesting. I'll just turn it round and come back again. And there we go. It's kind of rescheduling itself. Bit bizarre. So anyway, let's give it a go. So we're on the ground in the British Airways livery, Speedbird 74 Bravo, and in the flight deck. Let's turn the batteries on and let's see what we get. Now you bear with, I do things just my way, just the way it is. I'll do just checking the flight. There we go. Apologies for jumping around. Let's bring in the flight from Simbrief. There you go. Echo Golf Charlie Charlie down to Lima Echo Papa Alpha. Flight time of around about 2 hours 2 minutes, but knowing my luck it will be slightly longer. Let's turn off all of our lights. I do like the Fenix, but I have found recently some issues around landing. Don't know why, but there has been a few issues when I've been coming into land. See how it goes today. Let's put that on dim. Let's go back down here. Whee. Still getting used to all of these hotkeys. There we go. Okay, let's get the floodlights on. I don't know, has anybody tried GSX? I'm interested to see how you're getting on with it. We will be giving it a try in a second. I have to say I'm quite impressed with the FSLTL Traffic. Really am impressed with that. So we've already got our flight plan in SimBrief, which actually if I show you, there we go, there's our flight plan in SimBrief. We're using the SAN Bravo 1 Romeo instrument departure today, and that's our route, cruise altitude of flight level 370, and then you can see our route just over the north of France, all the way down, crossing over Barcelona, and then into Mallorca. And for those that like to see the flight plan, there we go. I'm using the British Airways flight planning. So let's go back into the flight deck. Okay, let's pull our flight plan in. It should just bring it straight in. He says, there we go. Speedbird 745 Bravo today, but never mind. Echo Golf Charlie Charlie, Lima Echo Papa Alpha with alternative Barcelona, Lima Echo Bravo Lima. Estimated time 2 hours 2 minutes. So let's initiate. Here it comes. Does take a bit of time. Okay, it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't do that. Right, what are we? 745 Bravo today for some reason. Never mind. Let's put that in. Our cost index is 05, and that's from the flight plan. And our cruise altitude is flight level 370. There we go. While we're doing that, I'm just wondering, let's try this GSX out and let's see what we get. So should we request boarding? Operate jetway first? Oof. What do you reckon? Okay, let's give it a Swissport try. Oh, there we go. Hello. And there's somebody there. That's quite impressive. Okay, because we've never seen that before. Now, I'm interested to see if we get the passengers walking along the walkway here, the glass walkway. Let's just have a look and see what happens if I do.
boarding requested.
Now, have we got any passengers coming? I can't see anything yet. That's interesting. Well, I've got our old mate is still there though. Funnily enough, keeps disappearing and coming back. Look. Yeah, there's no passengers coming as yet, but let's wait and see what happens. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Request fueling. I've got to learn these hotkeys because you lot are going to get annoyed with me. Oh, it's not that one, that's for certain. 3, sorry. Yeah, mass and balance. Okay, so.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Yeah, there's nobody there though. Load aircraft. Let's just do it in real time just to see what happens. Yeah, there's no passengers or anything, is there? So here they come. We should have 157 passengers on board. Let's wait and see. So let's go back to initiation. Okay, we've got to wait for our fuel to come on board. Okay, so let's go back to my flight. Take off departure performance. Let's have a look and see what we get. So today we are, bear with, just trying to double check the runway that we're on today. Yep, so we're on 23 right from Manchester. 23 right, dry surface. We're going to go flaps 2, no toga, anti-ice off, packs off. We'll sync the load sheet, sync the live weather, and let's calculate. Okay, and there's all of our details. Flaps 2, down 0.2, 62, 1250. I will probably have to keep coming back to this because I can't remember that, but M, 2 down 02. There's no passenger. Oh, here they come, here they come. Ah, that's a bit more realistic. Well, sort of, apart from the fact everyone would be running. Interesting. Okay. 2 down 02. 2 down 0.2. Oh, come on, memory's like a sieve.
Your crew
62,
has boarded.
1250.
Passengers boarding starting.
62. Engine out. 1250, 1250, stroke 1250. There we go. Our transition altitude is today, is it 5,000 feet? I think it is. Yep, transition altitude 5,000 feet. Okay, and we've got 145 V1, VR 145, V2 148. So, V1 145, VR 145, V2 148. There we go. So that's all of our takeoff information. Again, this is just the way I do it. I know different people have got different ways of doing it. But there you go. Okay, so Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. Let's click that. Departure. So as I said, we're departing on runway 23 right. And we're on the San Bravo 1 Romeo. So let's have a look. San Bravo 1 Romeo departure. Click that and let's insert it. There we go. We should have all of our standard instrument departure. And we have. I think the passengers are going to get a bit bored because it'll take me a little bit of time to get this done. Okay, so LEPA. And our arrival into LEPA at the moment is on the LORA 1 kilo arrival. into ILS 24 left. So let's find that. Laura 1 kilo, insert, and let's insert that. There we go, and we should now have there we go, and then on to our arrival. I don't like this manual bit, but never mind. We shall have a look. Oops. Not allowed. Why is that not allowed? Interesting. Manual 3000 feet. Let's just clear that, see what happens. Clear that manual off. Yes, I know that will do that. Let's have a look. And can I now clear and then clear invalid delete? What was that? Interesting. Let's have a look. Have I been trying to delete the secondary flight plan there if we miss the runway? NARAK. I like the way it keeps telling you the percentage that it's done. You can keep track of it. That's good. Boom, there you go. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Ignore me. Ignore me. Progress. Okay, let's go. They're a bit slow to load, but let's see what happens. Right, okay. Back we go. And our METAR for today. Wind 216 degrees 50 knot. No, that's the time, so ignore me. Auto, wind 280 at 7 knots. Visibility good, few clouds at 3,600 feet. QNH 1024. 1024. Right, let's have a look then. 1024. Let's turn the lights on these, might help. We can see what we're doing then. There we go. There we go. Just turn up the brightness this side as well. Okay, let's go there. We know 6,000. Oh, yeah, 6,000 feet. That gives us that. Now we just got to wait for passengers to arrive. Now I wonder if I could speed it up because I made a bit of a hash there. Nope. Okay. 48 boarded. We've got 157 to go. Tell you what, while we're waiting, let's go and have a look around the airport. Yeah, baggage, all the baggage has been loaded on. I quite like this GSX. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. There is no way on earth though it'd be taking this long. You can see passengers running down that gangway, fighting. You can get on first. There we go. So we've got another EasyJet. So FSLTL Traffic. What's that putting in? There we go. Oh, there we go. Jet 2. Jet 2 in the distance here. Going off. Interesting. It's a bit quiet at Manchester today. But that could just be the angle I'm looking at. There's a few planes in the background. Looks like a Lufthansa regional. We've got another EasyJet, an EasyJet going down there. I'll tell you what I have noticed here though. The aeroplanes that are injected in do tend to do a bit of a pirouette. And I don't know why that is. They pirouette, go around in circles for a while before they actually do anything. No idea. Anyway, let's go back. So we've got 57 boarded. I wonder how we can speed this up. Is there a way to speed this up? Does anybody know? Should have just done real, shouldn't I? But never mind. Anyway. Anyway, back we go. Fuel. Well, we've got to wait for the zero fuel weight. That's coming in. Initiation, I think we're all done. So I think let's start. Put the beacon on, let them know we're busy. Whoops, apologies about that. Don't know. No, nope, not a clue what that was. Let's start the APU. Let's pop outside and see. Should start to hear it kicking in. See, you start to see that's there we go. It's starting to come now. Start to see it. Boarding
The
complete.
fueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
So we're waiting for the fuel now. Wonderful. Does add a bit of realism though, I've got to be honest. Do quite like it. There's the EasyJet there in the distance. There's another one at this end of the airfield. There you go, there's the Jet 2. That'll be taking off in a minute. At the end of the runway. I think we're all today taking off on yeah, 2-3 right, I think. So if we just have a quick look at Navigraph. You can see the route we'll be taking down the south coast, over the Isle of Wight, over Normandy, straight down France, over Barcelona before we start our descent into Mallorca. As I said, we're on the San Bravo 1 Romeo departure, so we've got to be at 5,000 feet at SANBA, between 3,000 and 5,000 feet at this point here. So kind of you come out and you do a bit of an S shape and then away. We're not on VATSIM today, we're not doing VATSIM. There's too many things that could go wrong, but normally we'd go on VATSIM and get permission. Hello Daniel, how are you? It's getting there. It's getting there. This is the first live stream, but we're just at Manchester with the GSX. It's pretty good. It is pretty good, and the flight injections, it's not too bad. And then our arrival coming in at Lores, the Lores 1 kilo arrival. Just passing to the east of the island before we then make our turn into the airport there, as you can see. So we've got to be down for ILS Zulu. We're going to have to be down at 2,500 feet, so we've got a bit of a drop to go. Interesting. So we'll see what happens. We're just waiting on all the passengers to arrive. Unfortunately, I put it on reel. It's going to take forever, you watch. Let's wait and see. Where are we up to in mass and balances? How many have we got on? 83. Got 157 that we need to get on here. Yeah, let's wait and see what happens. So Daniel, do you have Microsoft Flight Simulator? Do you fly? I think we're almost ready to go. I think it is just a case now of getting everybody on, finalising the weights and balances, and then away we go. And the APU is fired up. Interesting. If you move around, look, yeah, walkway disappears and then doesn't come back. It's there. Look at the gap, and then it's back again. That's interesting. Just a slight bug. I know they are still working on some improvements. Look, just keeps opening up. But I bet you if I go back in the cockpit, oh no, it's gone.
Fuel truck is in position.
Oh, they stopped because of the fuel truck, maybe. Interesting. I'm not sure I like it, but interesting. let's just reset that, recalibrate that. And we're done. I think we're almost there, you know. I think we're almost there. We've probably just got fueling up, turn that off. Don't want the seatbelt sign on while we're fueling. There we go, here's the chaps with the fuel. That's the bit I don't like, is they just jump in from nowhere. Don't like that. Here we go, fueling up, look. This is all on GSX. So it does add that other bit of realism that's missing otherwise. Yeah, but apart from that, it's pretty good. Pretty good. The live traffic, it seems to be fairly accurate. I use this flight radar 24, which I'm just going to have a quick look at. Just see what's on the ground in Manchester. Let's see if we can get. So here we get Manchester. Oh dear me, Manchester's really busy. That's interesting.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Okay, got to now go back in and fuel it. So. This is interesting. How do I fuel it? Anybody know? How do I add the fuel?
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
That's what I'm trying to do. Fuel system. Mass and balance. Planned in the tanks. Reset. Loading the aircraft. I've done that. Ground services. They're already there. I wonder if it's in. Wait a minute. Fuel.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
I'm trying. Never done this before. Probably not the cleverest of ideas is to go live when you've not used something, but there you go.
Please use your
right, zero fuel weight according to SimBrief is 58.9. I can't do the centre of gravity at the moment, zero fuel weight centre of gravity, but I will do that. Block fuel 8.3, so let's take 8.6 just to be safe. So I'm hoping that she'll now start filling my plane up, and then I can start.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
You can use load aircraft from the Fenix EFB now. Electric flight back, okay, which is what I did. Anybody got any ideas? Load aircraft. Oh dear. It's deboarded everybody. Well, that's not a good start.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Oh dear. That isn't good. Fuel, let's go back, block fuel. 9, what did I say, 8.6. She's just going to keep telling me off, isn't she? Until I get this right. Ooh. God, there's got to be an easy way to do that. That's really fiddly. Cargo. Oh. Ton. No cargo. Passengers 158. There we go. Load the aircraft. I'm going to do instant because it's taking us a long time. Okay, so I can now go 31.5. Look, so let's go back to your 31.5. No, initiation page. Let's go do it. Slash 31.5 for the centre of gravity. 0 fuel weight centre of gravity. There we go. Sorted. I think we're ready to go. Okay, let's just see where we're up to with the fuel truck. There's the fuel truck. It's going now. There you go. There's. Oh, it is busy all of a sudden. Look, really busy. Wow. Okay. There we go. So let's. It's a bit fiddly to press this though, I'll give it that. It's okay. Prepare for pushback and departure. Yeah, well, I ain't too worried. But there's no air traffic control, as I said. We're just gonna
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Thank you very much. Okay. Now, don't interrupt. So, what have I got to do here? Somebody tell me? Anybody know? You know, it would help if I read the instructions, wouldn't it?
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. Look, it's not even on. Look, there you go. Turn off the external power, turn on the APU bleed because we'll be starting the engines in a minute. Once he tells me where we can go. Right. Oh, it's attached.
Locking gear.
Looks like we're taking the ground control unit with us, but never mind. What's he doing? Locking the gear in. Nose right, tail left. Oh, this will be interesting. Nose to the right, tail to the left. I think that's it. Ooh, I think. Okay, so we've got to go back in here. I think we've got to dismiss all the chocks. Move the chocks on here. Look, chocks and cones. Move the GPU.
Release parking brakes.
Yeah, release the parking brake. No, I do have the
Commencing
captain's.
push.
Ooh.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, let's see what happens. So I've got the TCA captain's pack, so you can't really see what I'm doing, but let's see if... Yep, engine there, look, starting nicely. Please work. Go the right way. Because I ain't sure how to stop it, other than slam the brakes on. Yeah, I do like the GSX though, I have to say, it does work quite nicely. Do we go the right way? Thank you very much. 2-3 right, that's where we're heading. Powering up quite nicely there, look. .3, 18.4, let's turn on engine 1. So up, I'm going to put flaps 2. Do you know what I didn't do? Didn't lock the door. Tut. Auto brakes, I'll sort in a second. We're happy with that. Auto brake on full pelt. That is really smooth. That GSX pushback, that is
Set
really
parking brakes.
smooth. Right, parking brakes set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Okay. I like it. I'm impressed so far, GSX, well done. I'm not quite sure how I give him the okay for a good engine start. Is there something in here? Confirm good, there you go, look, so in here there's a little menu. Confirm good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Fantastic. Okay, so while we're here, let's go strobe lights, which I should have done. Naughty, naughty. And I'll wait for him to get out of the way before, I don't want to blind him. Before I put the other lights on. Fantastic, look at that. We've got EasyJet, I think that's another Jet 2. Looks like Swiss.
Unlocking gear.
Looks like Swiss Air coming by there. So we will be following the Swiss down. Just quickly show you on the
Tow
navigator.
truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
We'll
Left is clear, right is clear.
Golf 4, down Juliet, hold at Juliet 1 for turning 2-3 right. Take off. And that is a Swiss, so we'll let the Swiss go. Don't want to get in the way of the Swiss as it goes. Nice, well modelled. Do like it. Okay, now I think good to go. Bypass pin is there. Do I have to do anything? Let's just double check. So okay, what's this about? So we know what runway we're going on. 23 right. We don't want parking facility. This is parking facility, so let's come out of that. Let's leave that now. I think we're okay. Right, parking brake set. Start switch back to neutral. I need to do the signs, which we'll do now. Cabin call. I should now be ready. Seatbelt signs. Oops. Oh god, yeah. Took it off, didn't I? Because they were all runway turn off lights. Strobe on. Nav should be on. Just gonna have a quick check outside, make sure. There you go. All lights on, ready to go. I've got our wing lights on though, so why is that? So let's have a quick look. Yep, all on. Boom, boom, boom. We'll just put our takeoff lights on in a minute. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is where things go wrong. So, onto Juliet. Here we go. So I use the twist on the TCA stick for nose wheel. Makes a hell of a difference. I did have a separate controller that was off eBay. Somebody had made it off eBay, which was really, really good, the tiller wheel to start with. But unfortunately, it started messing about with its own signal, so it wouldn't actually turn off. So the plane was almost uncontrollable, a bit like Fenix when it first came out. You couldn't land it and it kept going off. It was like that all the time. So here we are on Juliet, making our way now down to where you see the Swiss Air. We've got a Ryanair about to take off. We've also got one coming in straight ahead of us. Look at that. Great modelled Manchester. And it is only the Asobo modelled. There we go, Ryanair. I think that's stuck, so I think the Swiss Air is probably going to just take off. Just make our way down Juliet still. hold. Let's just do a takeoff test. All clear, all normal. Predictive weather shield, got to turn that on, which I'll do in a sec. And now we're on our way to Palma de Mallorca. A bit late, unfortunately. APU lead, APU off. Good job. There you go. So yeah, the right air's stuck. There's a bit of an issue with GSX. They did say you can get some planes over the top of each other. GSX FSLTL live traffic. A bit of power on. Don't really want to be waiting about for those planes coming in. Okay, we'll do one final check here as we wait and hold at Juliet 1. Okay, so predictive weather shield would have been helpful to have been on, wouldn't it? But never mind. There we go, all green. I'm gonna go. We're not on VATSIM, doesn't really matter. Oops. Let's have a long final, that's plenty of room. Plenty of time, maybe. Or maybe it's a bit close, you know. Oops. So this is live traffic coming in, don't forget. It is live traffic coming in. I'm going to have to move if I'm going to clear him. That'll be fine. What could go wrong? Here we go. And you watch, Swiss Air or the Ryanair will still be on there. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh well. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Because I haven't got time to mess about. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So 145 is V1. Windy. Here we go. V1. Rotate. Here we go. Here we go. Positive climb. Gear up. Autopilot engaged. And there we go. We're up. There's another one landed on the other runway. Brilliant. Okay, so here we go. Palma de Mallorca. Wait time 2 hours. I've got a feeling you're not going to be seeing what I'm seeing here. So for some reason departure. Let me see if I can fix that as we're talking. So I'm going to just move that out of the way. Apologies. Flaps 1. You don't want an overspeed. Overspeed, yeah. Yeah, that was my fault. Not watching what I was doing. It's okay. It's all good. Oops. Yeah, I think we're all right here. Yeah. I think. He says, I've gone overspeed again. But no, auto thrust is on. Autopilot on. Here we go. Standard Q&H. Yep. I got it. Got a warning here. What's that? Altitude discrepancy. Barrow ref discrepancy. Well, that's because they're both on there. That's why. There we go. Cleared. Phew. Yeah, I think sometimes it's yeah, I think we're alright. Oh, not that one. Navigraph. So as you can see, we're now on the SANBA, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to go up to our cruising altitude of 370. We'll head up there. Need a bit of power, excuse that. It says connection lost, but it isn't. I'm not quite sure why it does that. You're still here, I'm still here. And we're off. No idea. Absolutely no idea why it does that. It's telling us connections lost, but we haven't. It's really odd. Anyway, there we go. It's working. We're on our way. Just climbing now through 10,000 feet, heading for flight level 370. Beautiful clear night. Really clear night. Let's go outside. Should we go outside? Turn the lights off now. We've gone through 10,000. Look at that. Look at that sunset. Just turn these lights off while we're here now. Beacon on, wing lights off, runway turning lights off, oops, off, jobs are good, down, let's go down to dim, now I think we should be alright, there we go, we're on our way, stunning views, absolutely stunning views. Really, really is something. Well, we're off. We're on our way. Let's just see what happens in terms of flight, 2 hours, flight time, Mallorca, company message. Let's probably slap him on the wrist because I am late. I didn't change it. I should have done, but I didn't. So I've got my load sheets. Look, and I've got to accept them all. 158 plus 3 passengers, and they told me that, did they? Let's go and accept that. And that. Dear me. And that. I should then turn off the message. I'm surprised they haven't got another one there just slapping me on the wrist for being late. But never mind. Let's go to the performance page. Let's have a look. Performance. So heading up for flight level 370. Managed. 0.77. Yeah, all looking good at the minute. All looking very good, in fact. Okay. Let's enjoy it. So we should, in theory, now be heading out down towards Birmingham, coming over Birmingham now, heading down towards the Isle of Wight, just crossing to the east of the Isle of Wight at 37,000 feet. In fact, oh, there we go, look. I'll show you now. If you have a look, you can just see that. So taking off from Manchester, headed south, east, crossing over Birmingham. We'll come down the centre of England, and then there's the Isle of Wight there, so we're just going to cross to the east of it before crossing over into Normandy, heading south over the Pyrenees. I've got Lourdes over here somewhere in there, crossing over Barcelona before descending just to the east of the island before we turn southwest. ILS 24 left on the Zulu arrival, which is this one here. So we'll have a proper look at that one in a bit more detail as we get closer, but there we go, the LORA's 1 kilo arrival. It says there flight level 7,000, so we know at LORA's we need to be at 7,000. Palenza VOR, and then we commence our turn into 24 left. Didn't realise Mallorca actually had 2 runways. Interesting. Interesting. So, while we're here, let's just have a quick look. So, well, I've not done this before. I wonder. Arrival performance, I know about that. Runway 24 left. It's good weather. Good surface. Apply the METAR. Flaps full. Landing weight. Oh, landing weight. Ooh, that's a good question. Now I have seen that somewhere. Bear with. I'll find it in a minute. Landing weight 62. 62 tons. 62.6 tons. There you go. In fact, it's not. It's 62.0 tons. 62.0. There you go. So medium auto brake, medium brake will do that as we come in there. We won't be having packs or anything like that on, so we'll be okay. That's our final load sheet, which we did. The bit that I could never find on here is the calculator for working out how to get down from Ooh. 3,700 feet. Because they've got it on the fly-by-wire, but they don't have it on this one, do they? You can get down, you know, it calculates the distance that you need to get down from 3,000, flight level 370 down to 7,000 feet. So you've got to drop 30,000 feet. Now there is a calculation, I know that. Let's have a look. Just bear with. Flight sim descent rate. I just can't remember the calculation for it. Height to lose times 3 equals the distance required, so we've got to use 30,000 feet. 30 times 3 is 90. Okay, rounded up to 1,000 feet for easy maths. What is that? 30 nautical miles. 90 miles. 90 miles? Really? Yeah, for faster aircraft you're going to need to factor in a level segment for slowing the aircraft down. Yeah, absolutely right you are. Miles. It is 90 nautical miles, so I think if we look for let's have 100 nautical miles before 105 before it, that might just get us there. I'm always really cagey about this. So we're top of climb. It's got top of descent on here though, isn't it? TD, where are you? Top of descent. And it's saying decel before. That's interesting. POSBA flight level 1550. That's right actually. 92. So if we aim, yeah, okay. We'll get on the right profile if we go for 2,500 at the top of descent marker. That'll get us there. Very good. Right, on our way. That's about. Apologies. Just connecting to my device. It signed me out of chat, which is a bit odd considering I can see it all here. Never mind. Really bizarre. Got some really strange things just all of a sudden happened. So I've got chat in OBS. I use OBS for streaming as well. I've got the chat there, but for some reason that's not signing in. It's just logged me out. Fortunately, I have got Livestream Studio up so I can see what everyone's up to. How strange. Still climbing. 29,000 feet. Yeah. I think we have. The Fairbairn's behind us, looking in the distance. Sky's full tonight. And right below us, look. See that? Yes, below there. Actually got one. Doing this, it's really odd. Anybody got any clues? It's really strange. It just suddenly started playing up in the chat. I can see it, and now it's gone. We're back. We're back. Aha! Now. Not sure about that. I've got chat. I've got. This is weird. This is really. I mean, you can't see what I can see, but this is really strange. Never mind. We're back. I can see it. Cool. Anyway, there we go. So let's have a look. Where are we currently? There we go. Let's have a look where we are. There we go. Just making our way down towards the south coast. So Bristol over here. Making our way over. Just to the east of Southampton. Is this Bournemouth round here? Is it this side? Oh, I never know whether it's to the east or the west. And then we'll make our way across the channel and over Normandy. There we go, just starting our turn southeast. Channel just coming up in front of us, just there. If you can see it, let's have a look. There you go, there's the channel, that's the coastline. Over here the Isle of Wight, just see it coming in. Let's have a look. Let me show you. It helps if I put you on the right scene, doesn't it? There we go, there's the French coastline just here. Here you've got the Isle of Wight, English coastline, and then the channel. There's Normandy over here. So we're heading that way. Seatbelts can go off. I've got another company message. You watch, it'll be why you're late. Wait for this. Menus. Receive messages. Oh no, it's another load sheet? Did I miss one? No. I've no idea why that's happened, but anyway. At least we haven't got a slapped wrist for being late. Oh, maybe we have. Ignore. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So current time 1932 Zulu hours. That is absolute nonsense because it's actually 06. Not sure why that's done that, but never mind. It's actually 1806 Zulu time. Estimated time of arrival, excuse me. Dear me. 7:30 Zulu time, estimated time of arrival. So, on our way. Just working our way down to the coast. I have to say I do like this this Fenix, the A320. Seems to be handling better than the fly-by-wire at the moment for some reason. I don't know why. I've had a few problems with the fly-by-wire. Landing more than anything else recently, which was never a problem before. And I know the Fenix isn't the best at landing. I know a lot of people have had it pulling. Which I did struggle with, I have to say. It's still not perfect, but if you need a laugh, keep watching because the landing will provide you with a lot of hilarity, I guarantee you. I can't land this thing, I just enjoy it. So coming up, flight level 356 for 370. And as we make our way now, just probably about 20-30 miles from the coast, which is really weird because it looks strange from up here how the distance is to the coastline. You think you're really close and over it, but you're not. We're probably about 20-30 miles away. So then head over the channel into northern France, over Normandy, down the centre of France, and over Barcelona, and descend into Palma de Mallorca on the ground, estimated at 7:30. Distance is to the coastline. You're really close and over it. You're not. 23 miles away. Yeah, beautiful evening. Look at the sunset. Look at that. Look at that sunset over there. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I know there's a way, isn't there, to put a co-pilot in this. I still can't figure out how to do it. If anybody knows, just drop me a line and let me know. Here we go. And we're now coming up, look. Making our way now over the picture. Look at the moon reflecting there. There's France in the distance. Jersey's kind of over here, long way away. There's London. Yep, bright lights of London. We've got ports. There's the Isle of Wight, look. There's the Isle of Wight. Might be a better picture. Here we go. There's the Isle of Wight. In there is Southampton. I can't say I've ever tried. I've never considered it. And only you would think of that. Oh dear. Welcome to my brother, everybody. Feedback. How you doing, Dave? You alright? Dear me. Dear me. Okay, so we're now making our way, as you will see, just crossing the channel now as we make our way to Normandy, Cité, and then USAPI, before we head south over France, down over Barcelona, and then start our descent. You can see on TCAS there, I don't know if you can see that very well, but TCAS is working nicely, playing at the same level as us, just coming down the side. Yeah, that's good. Misses. Way away from us, well away. And we got it. Oops. There you go. Plane over there. Interesting. Don't know which way. 37. It's obviously it's not going into London. It's too high. Currently travelling at 505 knots ground speed, heading 152 degrees. Yeah, it's quite a busy sky tonight, I have to say. Look, there's TCAS again. Look, the TCAS is working quite nicely on the Phoenix. You got another plane there, 4,000 feet below us, directly to our east. Really nice feature of the Fenix A320. There's one directly in front of us, but I don't think that's going to come up because it's, there it is, 10 miles away. What's the height? 2,000 feet below us, so there's no fear of that actually getting anywhere near us. But clever feature. I have had it though where I've been head on and the traffic avoidance system's kicked in and I've ended up going into a dive while it misses. Really good feature. So thoughts on GSX on the ground? Worked really nicely. I was really impressed with it. Did exactly what it said it would do on the tin. Smooth pushback. I think it just gives you that bit of realism. Not perfect yet. I think there's a little bit of work to do, but actually seeing the passengers walking in and getting on board, it does bring a bit more realism to the sim. Certainly refueling the airside trucks, etc., are a lot better than the default. A lot better. Here we go. Slap bang over the middle of the channel. Nice and quiet. There you go. Speedbird 745 Bravo. And there's a sunset. Look at that for a sunset. Stunning. That does, however, mean we're landing in the dark. I don't like landing in the dark. I don't like landing full stop, but landing in the dark. And there you've got the British coast, English coastline, London. We're starting a turn now as we head over Normandy and start to make our way down the centre of France. There's the French coastline. A moon. There you go. And a company message again. This can't be another load sheet, can it? This will be, why are you late? Yes. AOC delay. No ADC required, that's okay. We are late, we are delayed. Partly because I was faffing with the new system on the ground. Hey ho. Can't be helped. So we're not heading into too much weather either. If we have a look at a bit of flight planning, if you have a look there, look, this is taken from SimAware, which is VATSIM. We're currently heading over Le Havre before we'll go south over Tours, Limoges, Toulouse, and then heading over Andorra, Catalonia, into Palma de Mallorca. And the weather in Mallorca at the moment, just a very light breeze, 23 degrees, no cloud. So we're avoiding this weather front that's sitting currently over much of Europe. We're actually just going to be flying to the west of that, and currently coming over Le Havre on our way down, so I'm not too worried. No weather to worry about. yeah, it's quite impressive. Kind of bit of software is GSX, and I do like the Flight Sim Labs live traffic as well. It does add that other little bit of realism. Is it £36 I think? And I know there's more updates coming. There's been talk of just some hot fixes to one or two issues that they've had, and that's fine. I think we can all live with that as long as it continually gets upgraded and updated. No issues. Yeah, it's good. It's good. And we're getting delayed. So looking at an arrival time now of 19:35 Zulu. Excuse the creaky chair. Yep, we're making good time. Slowed down a little bit, 483 knots. But yeah, it's okay time-wise. I'm happy with that. Another plane just in the distance there. I don't think you can see it very well. It's flashing. Just get the back of it flashing. Yep. Yeah, it's going well. Making good time at the minute. Thankfully, he's below me, so he's not going to cause me any trouble. I can live with that. Yeah, we're now. Where are we? I can't even see. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so we've now started making our way down the centre of France, which is probably why we can see these three planes here. That one there in the distance is the one that's probably going to cause me more of an issue. So I'm kind of hoping he'll deviate. I hope. The one below there is quite a distance below us. In fact, look. There you go. Got three there. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. We're all on the same flight plan, almost like flight path. It's just this one here looks as though he could be at my height. I think this one's probably 1,000 feet below, and that one's probably a couple of thousand feet below. Don't mind these two. That one there's worried me slightly. We may have to deviate from it, but it will. TCAS will tell me if we need to avoid. We're doing alright so far though. It's fine. All good. There you go. As it passes below us, look. Yeah, it's quite a way below. Yeah, it's further than it looks actually. This one here though, I don't know what he's up to. Look. Just keep an eye on him as we get a bit closer, because this could go drastically wrong, and I might have to just do something in a minute about it. Let's just see what's going on. There's one actually, another one behind him, and there's another one up here. The skies are a bit busy over France tonight, but it is real flight time. If you look on Flight Tracker 24, you should. So look at that. Oh my word. Look. He is exactly... Okay, so let's move to flight. Now I think I'm going to work to avoid this for a minute. I think I'm going to move 170 just for a moment. I know, which is why I'm moving. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go the other way. 180. TCAS doing its job there though. Look at that, look how close he's coming. Oh God, Bennett. But that's real traffic. The sky just a light, looks like bonfire night. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I hope. If we look out this window as he flashes by up here, we're going to get a good view. Look how many of them. Look. I know. I don't like it either. God, I've never had this before where you've got that much traffic in the air. All in the same place. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planes all in a line. All of them. And you've got an 8th one right in front of us. They look... Is it just me? Are they a little bit too close together? Something doesn't look right. Never mind. It's probably GSX. Let's see what happens. It'll be good to see them fly by though. Let's see if I can get a shot of them as they go by. You know, speed we're going. I mean, what are we doing? 471 knots, and they're doing probably about the same coming our way. We're going to pass each other fairly quickly. Let's keep an eye on it. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping. Let's have a look. Well, he's gone the other way. What's all that about? There you go. Look, you got 1, 2. They would have been. I'm trying to get it to go parallel with it. That's probably a bit too close for comfort, if I'm perfectly honest. Got 1. Same, probably about the same as us. 1 bit below us. That I'm not as worried about. 3. That's bonkers. Never seen that. That is proper nuts, isn't it? Another one. And another one. Wow. And another one. That's got to be classed as a near miss, surely. France isn't that busy. Look at that 1, 2, 3 just zooming by the window. I smell something wrong somewhere, but it's a good job I did the avoidance. And another coming into view, look. That's it. I think we're clear now. So let's go back onto our heading. Okay, so that's That's the little trail of them avoided for now. So 160. Let's go 160, get back on track, and then we'll, there we go, back on track, and we'll go direct to, Benar. Let's do direct to Benar, that'll get us there. All a bit strange, not sure what was going on there, but there's too many planes, so we had to move, otherwise we'd have crashed. Direct Benar, there we go. So we can bypass SORAP and go straight to Benar, and the way we do this is direct. Let's go Benar, click Benar, direct, insert, job done, and it's taken over, and we'll now go to Benar. No messing about. Which is probably good because we have got another plane coming straight at us as well. It's really strange. And that's added another 2 minutes. So we're not likely to be on the ground now till 1936 Zulu time. So that's 8:30, just after. I'm surprised we haven't had another traffic call out because he's within 5 miles of us. Crazy, hey? So let's just go and quickly check where's top of descent. Just before we get there, there we go, top of descent, 1925 Zulu. So 8:25. So I think what I'm going to do is probably IBRAP. I'm going to start the descent just to be sure we get down, because we've got to be. We cannot miss the glide slope. If we miss the glide slope, we are in trouble. Got to be at 2,500 feet by Abumu. Oh, go away. That's not right. By Abumu. Okay, there we go. And we're off ski. So let's have a quick look where we are in France as well. I don't know why it does keep, since the update, that's really strange. It keeps coming up with connection lost. It's really bizarre. So we just go back to Navigraph really quickly. You can see we took off from Manchester on the Sam Bravo 1 Romeo SID before heading southeast over Birmingham, down just to the east of Portsmouth and Southampton, across the Channel before heading out over Normandy, Le Havre, and we're now making our way down the centre of France, near Tours, and we'll keep heading south, crossing over Andorra, Barcelona, before we start our descent into Palma de Mallorca. Arrival time on the ground looks like 1937 Zulu, so that's 8:37 our time. I'm assuming what's that? So that's 9:37 Mallorca time. Yep, for those just joining, we're using the new GSX and Flight Sim Labs Traffic. Seems to be working really well, I have to say. FSLTL Traffic, it's really putting them on the ground, and I have to say, if you look at Flight Radar 24 and then look at the aeroplanes that we've passed in the sky, they're actually there, albeit slightly later. I think that's the only thing. There is a delay, but you've got to expect that. And then we had GSX on the ground, and it really does make a difference having GSX on the ground. I was quite surprised. It's still a bit buggy, but the jetways are brilliant, and you actually see the passengers getting on board. It just gives you that extra bit of realism. The refueling is a lot smoother, a lot smarter, and the pushback is a lot better. I have to say, I was really impressed with the pushback. Really impressed. But I've seen screenshots of people planning the pushback, a bit like pushback toolbar. I can't figure out how to do that yet on GSX, or whether it's not yet a feature. I've just got to keep my eye on it. But yeah, really pleased with it. Really pleased. Just trying to get bear with. It's now out. I'm just looking for the latest update. There was something came out about it because I think they released a hotfix for it this week because there was a few teething problems. But absolutely brilliant. I would really recommend buying it. It's spot on. Does what it says in the tin. Really does give a kind of a bit more realism, but they've also released some liveries as well by the look of it. I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, VATSIM ready. And for those wanting to know how to do it, if you've got the fly-by-wire installer, it will actually you need to update the installer to the latest version, and you can actually install it direct from there. It's part of the installer now, which makes it so much better. So easy to install, well worth it, and great for VATSIM. So now just heading south, we're probably about 40-50 miles away from Limoges, and then head over the Pyrenees, over Andorra, Barcelona, and then we start our descent into Palma de Mallorca and the Med. Let's have a look at the current temperatures. So winds, really light breeze. Look at that, 220 degrees, 3 knots. No issue with cloud cover, all okay. Highs of 23, lows of 15, QNH 1024, no significant weather. Absolutely perfect. Bang in. Right. Here we go. There's a bit of a wind now though. 71 knots coming this from the east, pushing us if you notice. If I just zoom in here, just show the yellow is the kind of our track. That's the direction we're facing in, but we're travelling along the green line. If you look up here, wind is coming from 282, which is over here somewhere at 71 knots, so it's pushing us, so we're having to actually face into it slightly just to keep a straight line, because if we didn't, we would actually be pushed off track and we wouldn't head to SOPIL, we'd head over here somewhere. so we're having just to compensate slightly for that. But that's the beauty of the A320, fly-by-wire, automatically calculates it for you, no issues, does it? It's great, great aircraft. I prefer it to the 737, just preference, no more than that really. I'm looking forward to the big jets, the A380 coming out and the A350 that's been developed. I love the A350. Cracking plane. Yeah, so probably an hour before we're on the ground. Looking at this, yeah. That wind is holding us up a little bit there. I mean, we've slowed down 3 minutes now, so yeah. 741, it just keeps slowing us a little bit and a little bit more, unfortunately, but there's nothing we can do about that. It's all automatically done. If you're watching this, don't forget, give us a like and a subscribe. It'd be really good if you could just click the button and then let us know what other videos you want. Mainly MSFS, I've got to be honest, don't do X-Plane, and it's mainly the A320, so give it a like and subscribe. Yeah, so we'll shortly be going. Yeah, we're going over SOPIL at the moment, so our waypoint. We will keep travelling 180 for probably another 20-25 miles before we then pass slightly southwest over Limoges Airport. We'll go straight over the top of Limoges and head down to Andorra. We've got a little bit of time yet, probably got about 40 minutes before we cross over into Andorra. We're just still in the, well, we're probably about centre of France at the minute. Let's have a look. As you can see, there you go, that's us. That's us in the centre of France. You got Jersey and Guernsey over here, Normandy, Cannes, Limoges is here. In fact, that's Limoges there, I think. Ooh. That's a segment pull. Yeah, Limoges is there, look. There's Limoges. Limoges there, so we're just a little bit north of Limoges currently. Just making our way down. And then we'll pass over Andorra and there's Barcelona, straight over the top, descend into our Lores 1 Juliet, or Lores 1 Kilo arrival, I think it is. Yep, Lores 1 Kilo, track 151, flight level 7000 to the Palma VOR before we then start our south-westerly turn into a runway ILS 24 left, and it's a Zulu arrival, which I shall show you now. So there's the Palma VOR, and at the VOR start to turn, track 237, and we've got to be by a Boomu, so that's this point here. We've got to be at 2,500 feet, because then we will capture the ILS 7.5 miles out. So D7.5, which is that point there, will then capture the ILS, which will then bring us down It will just gradually bring us down. Our radio readout is, if we can't see the runway, we're a Cat C. In fact, we can do a Cat 3 actually, ILS. By 50 feet, we have to go around. So our radio readout will be at 50 feet. And our go around, a missed approach, got to climb. Let me just zoom in so you can see that a bit better. So missed approach, climb on the runway, head into 420 and then turn left, but not before R193. I can turn left and then 193 before rejoining at Abumu again. I'm hoping we don't miss it, but with me, anything's possible. And there we go. Just now turning on our south easterly track. And there you go. Let's go and have a look outside. There we go, look, you got two passing at speed just on our left hand side. It's our port side. And we've got another one down over to our southwest. Yeah, beautiful sun. And there you go. That's us. It's a shame there is a way to get the co-pilot in there so you can see the co-pilot. I just can't figure out how to do it. And there's all of our passengers in there. I don't think GSX puts them in actually. I think it's just seats. There is a way you can actually go in and see, which I'll try and show you now. Nope. There you go. It's a shame you can't get. There is certain views you can get where you can look out over the wings, but I'm hoping GSX will put passengers in here. I guess the problem is it'll be a frame rate hit, won't it? But let's wait and see. And back up. So let's start to think about programming our performance page for landing. Don't activate it yet though. So we know that if we go back to our navigraph, hold on, transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Transition altitude, flight level 060, so it's already done for us. I need to input our 50 feet and the radio readout. So that's the minimums call, so that's the last point at which we can say, okay, we're out. We're going to land or we're not going to land, so it'll be a continue. So 50, let's put the 50 in there. Excuse the subscription button, I'm not sure why it keeps doing that. And then our weather, so 220 at 3 knots, and I think it's 15 degrees now. 220, 3 knots, 15 degrees. 220 at 15 degrees. Sorry if you're getting a bit of an echo, I've just figured out why. It's on the stream, I made an error. and QNH 1024, which is really important because if you get the wrong QNH, you'll get the wrong height readout and you'll crash. So it's not something you want to do. So that's now our approach page all set up, ready for arrival on ILS 24 left. Minimum will be 50, so if we can't see the runway by 50 feet, we're going around. QNH set is 1024. We will check that closer because that is important to give you your correct readouts. Wind, very little wind, temperature is 15, and our approach speed is 135. Now the Fenix has had a few issues recently with getting the speed right, coming in too fast, especially on flaps 2. So we're just going to have to watch that, and we may have to make some manual adjustments if it comes in too hot. I'm hoping we'll be coming in okay, because I know there's been a hot fix which I did download, so I'm kind of hoping we'll be all right. Who knows? I caught up a little bit of time, so expected time on arrival now is 1939 Zulu, so that's 8:38 UK. Let's wait and see. Yeah, there's plenty of planes about tonight. It's good. Just a bit more realistic with this FSLTL injection. That's a lot better. So Palma Mallorca, Palma Tower 1183.305. We're not on VATSIM, so I'm not going to worry too much about the radios tonight. I do normally fly on VATSIM, but trying out new things, better not to. Get used to it before you go on the VATSIM network and upset a lot of people. So some people do get a little bit upset. Let me show you some views. That's video. Let's have a look. Not very good at this. No, let's showcase views. Oh, doesn't like that, does it? Interesting. So there's no showcase. Wait a minute. No, they're just external views. So there used to be an internal, where you used to be able to see over the wing. Okay. It's obviously not there for some reason. But you used to be able to sit in the cockpit and see over the wing, so it was as though you were in a wing seat. Still making our way down the centre of France, past Limoges now. Just actually coming to the, at the moment, we are just to the west of the big military training area. So we're just on the corner of it at EVPOK as we cross this next waypoint. Just all down here is a big military training area. And it's looks like you can't actually fly over it. Yet, having said that, there are some regional airports there, interesting, but it is military training airport. And we're now on our way to Villefranche de Riorgues. Excuse my French, I ain't French. And then we'll be headed down to Castelnaudary, Villeneuve, before we head south over the Pyrenees. Just looking now. So heading into Bordeaux airspace. Yeah, okay. not making bad time considering we left about half an hour late. We're actually catching up. It's sort of flashing between 1939 Zulu, 1940 Zulu. We're doing all right time-wise. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, busy sky again. You've got 1, 2, 3. They're 1,000 feet below us, so I'm not overly worried. It is very, very busy. Just trying to see flight radar. What we've got coming. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is busy. Blimey, it is. So, if I just... Nope. Bear with, I'm going to show you. So, this is flight radar. And this is the region we're in, and that's probably us. You know, that could be us. In fact, no, we've just come over. Yeah, no, we are about there. But if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's fairly accurate. It is fairly accurate. It's not bad at all. In terms of the airplanes in the air at the moment. Take that. Okay. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. These long flights are all right, but you do sit there tapping your feet a little bit, wondering. We're nearly there yet. 40 minutes. Should be on the ground. Top of descent. It's not going to be that far away now. Just check it. Well, let's have a look. Yeah, not there yet though. Got a little way to go. There's the top of descent marker there. Look, just after Lukev. So if at Lukev we then start our descent down, I think we should just make it. We may have to slow down a little bit just to get there. But that's still got a good 200 miles to go yet before we get anywhere near. So don't have to worry too much. What I'm going to do is the first officer, I'm just going to put theirs, just so we can see. That's the good thing, you can put these independently so you can see sort of a further distance on the first officers, and then sort of nearer on the captain's side. I think that does make a difference. So, continue. Dee 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 dee. Another good place to fly out of is Keflavik. There's a great guy there, a young lad I think, who runs the Keflavik ground approach and tower. If you're just starting on VATSIM and you want an airport where it's not too busy, you get a lot of help, Jersey is one and Keflavik's the other. Don't worry about making mistakes. They'll both talk you through what to do and the correct phraseology. They're not too worried. It's nice and quiet. You know, you get new starters there. The other one is Edinburgh, the other one's Glasgow. So if you're new to VATSIM and you want to practice without taking a big leap and going into somewhere like Gatwick or Heathrow, which is really busy. I mean, you've got to have your wits about you, and a lot of preparation. Have a look at Keflavik, Jersey, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Stansted. Any one of those, they tend to be a bit quieter, and the controllers are really helpful. Really helpful. Recommend it. So, yeah, about 40 minutes from the ground. It's not too bad. It's a 2 hours, 2 minute flight. We did get a little bit delayed, and we did have the detour because of the all of the aeroplanes coming at us at our height, which is wrong because there should be 1,000-foot clearance between. We should be taking I think it's the odd going east to west, and west to east should be an even number. But never mind. We avoided it. We didn't crash. We survived. We lived to tell another tale. There's a bit of cloud coming in ahead of us. Again, nothing for us to be concerned about in terms of the weather. It's clear skies now all the way. There's a little bit of rain, sort of rain showers over Barcelona, just north of Mallorca, which will probably pass through, but nothing major. And then we'll come through that shower, and then we'll start our descent. So not worried about the weather. It's awful over Central Europe, Germany, Luxembourg, Munich. Heavy showers there. Austria, all the way into just east of Budapest. By the look, Prague covers a huge swathe of Europe. So I'm glad we're not heading that way. Yeah, it's busy again in front of us. One flying east to west is at the same height we are, but looks like the one in the distance is actually lower, so we're not going to worry too much. I think we'll be okay. Yes, I think that's 1,000 feet below us, if not more. So I'm impressed with this traffic. I have to say that the traffic is really good. This live traffic from Flight Sim Labs, it's free. So you get the fly-by-wire installer, and it's pre-built in. Download it from there. Really easy to set up. And it's also got model matching for those that are on VATSIM. There is model matching as part of it as well. Just makes things so much easier. I'm really impressed with it. The level of accuracy. I mean, comparing it to Flight Radar 24. Okay, there's a couple of minutes delay, but the model matching is near enough spot on. There was a Jet 2 went off from Manchester while we were on stand. Checked flights Radar 24, and there was Jet 2 had just left Manchester Airport. So definitely worth a look for free. Far easier to install than some of the others. I've got AIG, which is fine. It did a job, but it's nowhere near as good as Flight Sim Labs live traffic, in my opinion. Both free options though, worth looking into. And interesting, you see the one straight in front of us coming at us. What's TCAS telling us? I think that's at the same height, or is it 1,000 above? It's on the same runway track we're at. Please have a plus next to you. Yep, we're okay. I think it's actually not coming at us anyway, is it? I think it's going slightly right to left, I'm hoping. It's within 5 miles. According to our ND, it's straight in front of us, but actually it's not. It's just slightly off to the... I wonder if I did 10. Yeah, there you go, look. That's really clever on Microsoft Flight Simulator how it does this. I mean, I'm zoomed in as far as I can be, but look at that. That's clever. That is clever. 1,000 feet below. Yeah, that wind has settled down a little bit. It was 71 knots, it's now 41 knots, so thank goodness that's calming. Yeah, so we're doing okay. Still estimated time of arrival 7:41. It does keep changing with that wind. It does depend. Yeah, 7:41 Zulu time, and we've got probably about 36 minutes before we're on the ground. Check where we are. Just over the Pyrenees. If you have a look. There we go. That's us, just over the Pyrenees there. We're making our way down over Andorra and over Barcelona before out into the Med, and we start our descent. We'll probably be starting our descent probably around Lukev. Around Lukev there. Maybe even before, but let's wait and see. And there we go. So we're making good progress. Pleased with that. The altitude's interesting. It's reading 38,000 feet and we're at 37,000 feet, but never mind. Still got plenty of fuel. That's always the thing. I did a flight from Keflavik to Edinburgh and I ran out of fuel. But fuel on board 4,800. To be fair, we've probably overdone a little bit on the fuel. Yeah, not quite sure why that happened, but anyway, there you go. So yeah, flying nicely. Apologies if you're getting some stuttering on the stream. I've just seen that there's stream health's gone down. We're not on very good internet here. It's pretty poor. They're supposed to be putting fibre to the house in some point, but we've never seen it. I'll be amazed if we see fibre to the house, if I'm perfectly honest. But never mind. Let's wait and see. So apologies if you've got stutters. Certainly not the best way to stream when you've got poor internet. Yeah, you're going to get buffering. I apologise if you're now buffering. we go, we're back. Excellent connection. Really strange. Oh, the mouse has stopped pedaling. Let's have a look. Right. So, top of descent. Little way, yep. Got 130 miles before top of descent. However, like I said, I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to start at Lukev. Got Lukev there. Top of descent is there. I just want to be down. I don't want to miss the glide slope because the last thing I want to do is a go around. Just going to read what we have to do for the go around again because I don't, just in case. Not before radial 193. Okay, maximum 185 knots. Follow R193 JOA. Climb 3,000 feet. Okay. And then turn left and oh, there's a hold. Okay, there's a hold there as well. There's a hold, but that's fine. And then back in to join the ILS. Okay, well, let's see if we can capture the ILS when we get down there. So, currently over Castle Nordry Villeneuve, the local airport, right below us. And we're heading to ROCAN next. We're right on top of the Pyrenees. We're right there now. So we won't be able to see much tonight, I wouldn't have thought. No. No, you can't see too much. Beautiful view with the moon though. There we go. Back in, should start our left turn in approximately 40 miles. So there's another one coming down the left. Look, two. Same height, 1,000 feet above. That's bonkers. So many of them. But if you look on, have a look on Flight Radar 24. It's interesting because they're there. They've just passed this place. They've just gone by. Incredible. You have to just excuse the creaking chair. Not too far now, so coming into top of descent, we should be on the ground 1941 Zulu. All things considered, it's not been too bad. We made up a bit of lost time. That was partly my fault, just trying to work out GSX and seeing how it all came together and worked. But as I said, really impressed. Adds another depth of realism. And then on top of that, things like the pushback are all integrated in. Really good, really impressed with it. And I'm sure there's more to come. So definitely worth a look. And then the live traffic from Flight Sim Labs, I'm sure it's, I hope I'm giving you the right information here. I'm sure it is Flight Sim Labs. Definitely worth a look. It's free, comes with a fly-by-wire installer. It is Flight Sim Labs. Just get the fly-by-wire A32NX installer, and it's an option on there. Install it. It does take a little bit of time. I have to say, you do have to be a bit patient because it is quite a big file, but It's not Flight Sim Labs at all, is it? Apologies. I'm going to check this because I've been telling you all wrong. Bear with. Oh dear. Yeah, now looking. Feel a bit of a dummy now because it isn't what I thought. There you go. FSLTL injector. It's running. Well worth it. Yeah, no problems with it at all. I was quite surprised, but it does take a bit of time from when you install it on this side here. Your base models, which for your VATSIM and reading your model matching, really important, and then your injector. Your injector is so easy to use, but I'm amazed at how easy it is to set up and how good it is. It really does work. Really recommend it. AIG had a lot of issue with setting up. It took forever. Didn't really work properly, and I think that was possibly it was me rather than the actual software itself. Just couldn't get it to work. Couldn't get it to do what I wanted. However, we're there now. We kind of. Yeah, I'm just really pleased with it. It's free. And it works with the Fenix. It's really good. I have to say, I do like the Fenix A320. Really good bit of software. Really well modelled, and they're constantly trying to improve things. I know we've had a lot of issues with the landing, and we will have a lot of issues in a minute with landing, but that'll be me rather than the software. Let me tell you. But yeah, I do like the Fenix. Fly-by-wire is excellent as well. And considering that's a free project, I'm really looking forward to the release of their A380. One of my favourite planes, the big jets. I think somebody said there's an A330 coming out as well, which is something else I'm really interested in. So yeah. Let's see what happens. Another one right in front of us. That's above us though. So that's going at 38,000 feet. Wow, possibly 39. So it does look as though it's right on us, but that's because I've got the map set so far ahead. If I close in, look, there you go. So that's now 10 miles. You can see it's to the side of us. Nowhere near us, absolutely safe. And the TCAS on this is really accurate. If it was coming at us, we'd soon know. And I suspect are we coming over Barcelona soon? I suspect. Or is that the mountains? It looks like it's coastline. Don't know. Let's wait and see. Let's have a look at Navigraph. Nope, that is the coastline in front. So Barcelona, just in front of us here. So we'll be... Yeah, got quite a way to go before top of December, but not too. We've only got 40 miles before we hit Lukev. So I think what we'll do is at Lukev we'll start to descend, because that's when it gets hairy, down to 2,500. But there are some constraints already in the. If I show you in the flight plan, so we've got some constraints already in. So by just after POSBA, we've got to be at flight level 10,000 feet, so flight level 100. maximum speed of 250 knots. So we start to slow down, 9,300 feet, 250 knots, 5,301 feet, 250 knots, then we're decelerating down. Keeps changing though. 3,512, 201 knots by a boomo. Now the problem with that one is though, oh no, yeah, I think we'll be down at, so actually I want to be at 2,005, yeah, so the constraint is got to be above 2,500 feet, at or above, so it's already in. Let's see what happens, but it won't be long before we're there. This is where things go terribly wrong. Still scheduled to be on the ground, 1941 Zulu. Let's just check our METAR, see if we've got anything that's changed. QNH 10 14 024 1024 140 at 2 knots, 140 at 2 knots. So we're going to just go and change performance page. .140 at 2 knots, so it's changed directions. I mean, it's not drastic, but 1024, 15. I think we're okay on that. Yeah, I mean, what's the temperature at the moment? Highs of 21, lows of 15, transition level 7,000 though. Right. Transition. Oh. There you go, flight level 0700. Okay, I think we're almost there, we're almost ready. I think we're set up, ready to go. Start our descent. Just keep your eye on here, because at the minute, flight level 370, we will reduce that. We are going to do it drastically, I have to say, but I'm going to go for 2,500 feet. This is the bit I get really nervous of. But here we go. Yeah, we've still got 12 miles. We're passing over the coast, look. Passing over the coast. Barcelona's around here somewhere. I think Barcelona's probably further up the coast. Can't see it at the minute. We've got directly over the top of it, but we're not a million miles away. But yeah. Here we go. Okay. Oops. So we're going for 2,500 feet, and I'll set that going in a second once we've gone by the waypoint. I'll probably do it in the middle because it says top of descent. I never know, never trust this though. Top of descent is up here, so it's about 35 miles away. Don't trust it, never trust it, not going to do it. No. And normally you would wait, you'd obviously, if you're on VATSIM, you're going to wait, air traffic control, they would let you know when to descend and the level to descend to. They may even vector you in So you wouldn't necessarily fly the route that you've got planned. You may be vectored. If they haven't contacted you, you can contact them. Some don't like it. They normally see you, but I'd rather contact them and upset somebody than not get down on the ground in time. Here we go. Let's start our descent. And then you'd obviously, if you're on VATSIM, no controller, Speedbird 74 Bravo, heading Palma de Mallorca over whichever the waypoint is, passing through 365, flight level 365 for flight level 2,500 feet. So you just, it's letting everybody know what you're doing so that you don't have any mistakes, because the last thing you want to do is ruin your own game and ruin it for somebody else. Because despite how serious people take it, it is only a game. Just in case turbulence. So we got 120 miles to go, and I need to get down pretty quick. It isn't happening at the minute. May just have to speed that up a little bit. What I don't want to do, I've got to be really careful here that you don't end up overdoing your speed as well and overcooking it. Oh, don't like it. Just get down. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Oh. Yeah. We're actually, no, just the weather's just to the west of us, so I think we're going to miss it. We're doing all right. So, on our descent now into Palma de Mallorca, current time 2026, should be on the ground 1941 Zulu. I think it will be later than that. That's what, 15 minutes away? I don't know though, it could be about right. It could be. Just slightly nervous that we don't get got to get LORA's 22,000 feet. Where's LORA's then? Oh, should be fine. LORA's is what, 50 miles away, something like that, just over 50 miles. Oh, drop in 2,500 feet a minute. Passing through flight level 280, we should make this, he says. We should. Who knows? I don't know. It's more fun guessing. Yeah. Yep, so we started our descent. And there you go, there's Barcelona. Barcelona. I got lots of flights, but I've got one below us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blimey, there's loads of them. Mallorca's right in the distance, right in the distance. So it's now on a managed descent. Why has it done flight level? It used to be 220. Okay, no, that's fine. It is following the flight plan now, which is good. So let's see how well VNAV actually works. Just got to put it on the floor, put it on the deck, put it on the deck, without crashing it. Yeah. So we said, what did the flight plan say? Lores, flight level 220. Lores, that's going to come in at 220, I think. I think we're going to be alright here. Lores, 220. I'll tell you what the problem is though. Posba 158. Really? I can't see that happening. It's going to be hairy. Now we're on a sharper descent here, look. Still holding the speed well. I mean, if need be, we can deploy flaps just to slow us down a little bit, but I'd rather get us down there. Looking good at the minute. There's no way on earth we're going to be on the ground in 12 minutes, 13 minutes. That'll be a miracle. 13 minutes? Maybe. Nah, I don't know. I can't see it myself, but let's wait and see. Doing alright. The landing's the worst part for me. I am not very good at landing. May cheat and just leave autopilot on. I won't. There you go, the islands. The Balearics just coming in front of us. So we'll pass down the eastern side of Mallorca before we bank, turn in west and capture the glide slope. Landing system on. A bit early yet, but you'll see the pink dot coming across once it's in the middle, and once it comes down and lines up there, that'll be the glide slope captured. And then hopefully that'll take us in, we'll slow down, and we'll be on the ground in approximately 13-14 minutes according to that. Tell you what, that'll be a miracle. Let's wait and see. So it'll be interesting to see the ejected traffic at Mallorca, just to see what is in there and comparing it with Flight Radar 24. That will be very interesting. So we know the runway. Let's have a look at the airport map. So I've got to come off. Okay. If I can vacate Hotel 8. Papa. Lima Papa Mike and into T2 Terminal 2, I think. We're just going to cheat tonight. We're just going to find a spare gate today. Right. Right, let's have a look where we're supposed to be now. So we're not even at limos yet. Lores, sorry, I've gone by that, so we should be alright capturing the rest, I think. POS, so that's the Palma VOR, flight level 093, so 9,300 feet. Tell you what, it's gonna be close, but we'll be decelerating. Then a boo move to pick up the start to pick up the ILS. I think we'll be alright. I think. There's the islands just in front of us, look. You can see the Balearics. Moonlight on the water there. Yeah, there you go, just in front of us. Looks like, is that Ibiza, Mallorca, and then Minorca over here. You may not be able to see that very well on your screen, but I can definitely see the islands in front of us. In fact, that might all be Mallorca actually, looking at that. Is that Mallorca, Ibiza, and then Minorca's over the other side perhaps? Don't know. Don't know. We're coming down nicely. Okay, so I think we could probably start to slow that descent down a little bit. There we go. 9.3. We're going to be a bit below. I'm just going to make sure that we're coming in safe. I know I know we're coming in lower than we should be. I just want to capture that glide slope. I don't want to miss it. But we're doing alright. It's fine. We're not too bad here. Nice you. We haven't landed yet, have we? That's where the fun starts. Yes, that's where the fun starts. Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Okay, I'm still on for it, still coming down nicely. Yeah, we're coming down nicely. I think we're going to be absolutely fine. I've got to capture the VOR. Not capture the VOR, be at the VOR at Palença. It's a beautiful place, Palença, Port of Palença. We were there on holiday not so long ago. Really nice place. But we need to be, yeah, flight level 7,000 it looks like. So just let me just adjust that. Let's not get too carried away. So we're heading in now. So if I just quickly show you on Navigraph, this is us on the standard terminal arrival. Lores working our way down to Palença VOR before we start our right turn. And actually what will happen is we'll come down to track 237 and then our right turn for runway ILS runway 24 left. Palença's there, come south, round. Now remember Abumu, we must be at 2,500 feet because we start to capture the glide slope at D7.5, which is there. So 2,500 feet. So we've got plenty of time from Palma, and I'm just going to. There you go. Absolutely fine. No issues here. Yeah, this is going to work really well. It's going to actually come out quite nicely. He says. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. So let's go back to in-flight. Yeah, look, 7,000 feet. We're not even at Pol yet. We're not even at Palma VOR. POS even. POS is the next one. So we're coming down. And then we're going to start decelerating. We'll go into our approach phase before we head to a Boomoo. 1947 on the ground, 10 minutes, 8 minutes even, don't think so. I'll be amazed. There's the island in front and you see the mountains just over here. Yeah, that's never in a month of Sundays are we going to be on there. Hold on, what are we on? 1024, 1024, 1024, 1024. Huh? No idea. No idea what that was. Something tells me we're in for an interesting landing. Again. Dee 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 dee. So if we get down to, yeah, look, that's fine. There's the Puerto Palma. That's POS VOR. Interestingly, it's on the charts. It's saying 5,000 feet, so I am going to just go 5,000 feet. Just ignoring the whee. There we go. It's starting to come down. That's the bottom of descent, so we'll be there before Palma, before we start our southerly manoeuvre just to join track 237. Then it'll be a southwesterly turn into runway 24 left on the Zulu arrival. We are going to do ILS, so we should be capturing a glide slope, and there's the island right in front of us. The other island's just in the distance. You probably won't be able to see that. The island's just in the distance there. And there's the mountains of Mallorca. Over there somewhere is the airport. I don't think we'll be able to see it at the minute. I'll try and see it, but no, you can't see it at the minute. We're a little bit away. We've got one taken off. Doo-doo. Okay, so as soon as we've hit the VOR at Palma, start descending to 2,500 feet and prepare for landing. In fact, we can put the lights on now. Nope, wrong one. You know what, just do it the proper way, Paul. Lights are seatbelt signs are on. Cabin crew prepare. Here we go. We're at the VOR now, so let's start 2,500 feet. So I can capture the glide slope. That'd have been interesting. Crashed into the ground. 2,500. let's go into the performance page, activate the approach phase, confirm. So our approach speed is going to be 135. We should start to slow down. You can see now the ribbon's coming down. It's a green dot. I'll be able to go flaps 1 in a second. So you get flaps 1 at 230 knots. Flaps 2 at 200 knots. It slows us down nicely. Should start to, yeah, head straight on, and then, so this is us on our southerly track, and then what you'll see is we should, as we hit the 237 radial, we'll turn right straight into the airport, and probably literally knowing my landings. So what we got here: auto brake, medium, connect, flaps set, spoilers armed, lights on, ready. Flaps 1. So if I show you what I'm doing, so on, if you watch here, I have actually got the flaps on a system. Flaps 1. That'll start to slow us down until we hit S speed. There's the airport there, right in front. Runway 24 left, 24 right. Yeah, 1951, we're not going to be on the ground. I knew we wouldn't be on the ground in 6 minutes. No way. No way. Haha. Not a chance, our kid. Not a chance. This is going to be Ryanair off the side of the runway and crash. Can't land this thing. Take it off, no problems. I can fly it to wherever. I cannot land it. We'll see. We'll see. It's busy though. If you look on flight radar 24, you'll get the that's me braking my pedals. You'll get the planes that are there, and actually they should be represented in the sim. We should get the same representation. And I've just bust my pedals. Plastic bits come off. Fixed. Right. We're doing all right. Autopilot landed. Well, you could do, but it'd be a bit cheating. That's that. But this button here in front that I'm just going around now, Dave. That's the autopilot. So you can click that. As long as you've got the autopilot's running, click that, and it will take you in. Where's the fun in that though? Flaps 2. Check. Got one going in ahead of us anyway. We're starting to decelerate quite nicely. Coming down. So here's the pink dots. Once they line in the middle, we're in that. If that one's in line, it means we're straight on with the runway. If this one is in line, we're at the right height, and it'll take us straight in. We're not there yet. I need to. Once we're done, I can then hit approach phase. Capture the ILS, and away we go. So 17 miles from touchdown. Oh, no, 12 miles, 12.6 miles. Just got to wait for our pink dots just to line up, and we're away. 2,500, we're doing all right. Here we go. There's our runway there to the left. Come on, down you come. Get down, get down. we're spot on. Alright, approach phase. Why are we not capturing the glide slope? Yeah, I know, Dave. I'm just looking at that now. I may have to... no, we're actually on it. We're fine. We're fine. Here's the pink dots, look, coming in line now. This will start dropping as we get closer to D7.5, which is 7.5 miles out. I think we might be alright. Gonna put the approach phase on, because the last thing I want to do is miss it. Landing gear down, signs on, flaps full, which I can't do yet. Yes, I can. Flaps 3, flaps 4, set. Cool, done. We're away. We're ready. That's. Hey, why are you climbing? Get down. Here you go. Here we go. It's capturing. It's going to capture. Coming down. Yeah, that altitude's fine, David. You've got to come in at 2,500 just to capture it. Once that comes down, then what you'll see is once they're lined up both there and there, altitude will start dropping slowly, which it is now. Look, captured. We're done. We're done. Signs. Landing gear, signs on. That's not good. What signs are they? Arms, signs. Landing gear down. Yep. Captured. So if I put our go around height of 3,000, here we go. All green, no blue, continue. Palma traffic, Speedbird 745 Bravo, established on the ILS. There's one landing on 24 right, look. So you've got to concentrate. Ryanair coming up. Even though we're in a Speedbird, never mind. 3.6 miles, 3.5, 2 red, 2 white. So 2 red, 2 white lights means good height, good trajectory. 900 feet, should start to get some call outs in a minute. See the runway, so minimums won't be a problem. Autopilot won't be going off till right at the end, just to let you know. So if I do that, I know what'll happen. No rad callouts though, come on. Here we go. 2 red, 2 white on the Pappies. Auto brake medium, flaps full, ground spoilers armed. Here we go. I am so tempted to leave autopilot on, you know. Get off. 100 will continue. We're down. That was a bit of a surprise. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bit of a crosswind. Oh, and we're down. Welcome to Mallorca. So we're going to exit. We'll exit here on Sierra 1. And if you're on VATSIM here, you'd give them a call. You're not supposed to go off at Sierra 1, but never mind. And then we're going to go down Kilo, which is left here. This is just one of the SOBO modelling. Oh, that's interesting. I know you're just putting your lights on at me, mate. I'm coming after you. There you go. We're going to come off at Mike, which is just a bit further up here. There's a lot of traffic on the taxiway tonight, isn't it? Do you reckon they were worried about me coming in with all these fire engines? And then this is us. We'll come off here at Mike. And we're just going to find a gate. I'm not going to worry too much if I'm honest. We've done alright. I think what we'll do, well, let's take this one straight ahead, look. Really should turn the lights off because we're blinding everybody, but never mind. Never mind. Mate, do you want to move? And we'll stop there. Welcome to Mallorca. Next to, who we got? SAS, Ryanair. So it does inject them in. And I bet you if you look now on Flight Sim 24, you are going to find that there's a Ryanair and an SAS. So it's not too bad. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the flight. Learned a few things about GSX and the FSL traffic injector. I think works really, really well. Recommend both. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.